Good morning, everybody. Guess I better fire up my truck. Oh, I guess we just take yours.
We could just take mine.
Yeah, let's do that. Mind you, I got climbing gear in my shit. We'll take them both. I got. Okay, off to work we go. You know the old saying, hi-oh, hi-oh. It's off to work I go. Long ways to work today. We got a long drive to work, so thought I would just turn you guys on and you guys could come. My driveway's hanging in there pretty good, but we did get hit again, so don't take long. Oh, there's Victor. What's he doing here? Cool. Well, I guess we're at work. Is this where we work today? Oh. I think it is. I think this is where we work. It's a long drive to work. All right, friends. Let's inspect the job here. Let's take a pre-job here. Okay, so he's right across the street from my house. A beautiful grove of trees. Here we are. I mean, it is just beautiful. Okay, but he used to live here, and he bought this place. Okay, and my concern with this tree is, and I am actually going to climb it now that I look at it. I'm going to follow it to the corner, but the thing with this one is it, see how it's got all the bones on this side, and the house is right there. It's a fir tree and it should be fine, but I was thinking of just losing some of this weight, maybe about 30 feet, 40 feet of this weight, because it is leaning pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, see, it's got a real bow out this way, and I got to put it up by the corner, right by the fire there, across the fire pit. So I mean, it would probably be okay, but I'm thinking no, actually, forget that. I'm gonna climb. This is the one. Okay. So Vic, if you want to just go ahead, strip up, rappel out, leave your rope in it. Yeah. Go up about 30 feet, 40 feet. So there goes Victor, and we got these big three are coming out. He wants to bring, this is southern exposure. See, the sun's right there, friends, and his house is over here, and it is so freaking dark. It's so dark. So the plan is to fall this stuff, block it off the limbs, you know, limit. This will be probably our first one here. It's tight. It's quite tight, actually. There's not much room, but it'll go. It'll squeeze in there. These three here, boom, 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 good sized trees. And then I think there's a couple more over there we got to get, 3. And then this is the interesting one here, friends. See this? It's heavy on the bones. It'll come up in here like nothing after this stuff's gone. But the interesting thing is this one. It's this one. Look at the bow in it. It's flipped right out. It's even got an extra dog leg in it, and it is totally got all the sun on the north side still on the limbs, which is really heavy, like really heavy. So my plan was, yeah, see, look at it, friends. You got to be careful, right? We got to try and squeeze by that thing. So this is interesting. I may climb that one too, back over there, and take some bones off it to get it to go in there, because we got to sweep it by these two little guys here. So my plan is I wasn't just going to fall this one because of all the, it's had a little bit of, no, it's riddled. Look where it's leaning. It's leaning hard to the house over here. So what I was going to do was climb this one and tie a rope between the two. I've done that before. It's called, faller uses big fir tree to pull other fir trees over or something like that. I've done it about 4 or 5 times in my entire career, and it's worked every time. It's worked really well. I use the one in front to grab the one behind and pull it in. But this isn't the greatest scenario, because we've got, this thing's hard leaning, friends. Look, there's not a bone on the back of it. That's why I'm thinking I may just strip up those heavy snow loaders just to get that weight off and get it out from that little one. See, it's hooked into that little one. That'll pull it a bit and grab and twist, so I don't really want that. And we've got to keep it here on the side of this, and I do not want. So I'm going to use this big tree, which is only going one place. Look at it. It's kind of leaning over here, but I'll get it to go up in here, you see? And then it'll grab this thing and pull it with it. That's the plan for those ones. But we got lots of work over here, so we're going to get started. Let's do it. It's a snowy day here. I got a little bit of gas. I might have to go get more fuel. I'm going to back up a bit here, actually. We got Victor doing a bit of stripping here. He's going to strip this one up a bit. It's leaning too hard to that house because we're going to put him in the corner. Okay, we do pretty good with that big one. There was a lot of foliage on that tree, friends, a ton. And it was leaning hard. As you see the nice bit of wood, you see, we'll have to come back. So we got a good blaze going, eats up the foliage quick. And this is our next victim. This is why I had Victor go up, friends. I started in on that one and he got this one going because look at it, it's actually leaning back there. We want it up here. So all that extra foliage, it was a ton. Look at the lean. I mean, it's actually, now that I look at it, it's actually leaning back here. Always judge your leans from the back side of the tree, friends. I've said that 1,000 times, but here you go. I'm on the back side of the tree, so this tree is leaning straight out to Victor's pickup, okay? We want it way on this side of the fire. Like, seriously, I want it right beside the fire, and I may have to pull it out of there because that'll be too close to the fire, right? So, look at it, big belly underneath it here. So we'll get her stacked up. And that was the nice thing about getting Vic up there too, is we got a rope in it so we can have a couple of the boys just lay on it, right? So we'll get onto this one next. A few more minutes here. All right, now we got that log bucked back a bit so I don't, when I hit it, I don't lose my air underneath. See, I'm thinking way ahead here because we got to put this tree right down in here now. But if I smacked the log out at the end, it would have bust. It would have broke this thing down, it would have flopped on the ground, and I would have lost my airspace for bucking. If your undercut doesn't line up and you need to stay on course, like if you've done this, see that? I'm still on course, but if I come in here and cut here a little more and cut here, I'm changing my course. I'm getting closer to the fire. I don't want that. Come and bang it out, you see? And then you end up with this. See that? You're still on direction. You can just clean this little bit up and you're away. So don't change your direction if you don't have to. Because I put this on so I can lay it beside the fire. There we go. Just lay on it. So I don't want them pulling too soon. I don't want them pulling too soon, right? follow your rope. Go have a look. We're almost all cut up. This thing's ready to go. Couple more bangs. Hook it.
Bullseye! Bullseye! Bullseye!
Feed just all this stuff here, just start feeding it right on the fire. Not working? You guys ready to go? Let's cut a tree down. Now, that one there, Vic, you want to take it out with you? Out to where you think the tree's going to go and set her up? Okay friends, here we are. This is the one that's the one we've been kind of thinking about here. This is the one, and you're just gonna, I'm gonna cut this one up here and get it sitting on wedges, and we're gonna pull this thing off with this great big tree. It's tied up, right friends? I've already told you what's going on. We're tied up here, but this thing's in a weird lean, and I want to get a back cut in it, but the only thing is I'm not off. I'm not right off my lean. I'm off on an angle. Do you know what I mean? I'm off on an angle, so I think I'm still gonna put a back cut in it first and set it up, and then I'm just gonna stay with this stump and just cut it off and let it drop in the hole. Or I put a little undercut in it and then sink back cut in. I could do that too. I could put a little undercut in it. Let's do it. Where's all our wedges and stuff, Vic?
Right here.
Okay, let's get to town here. Okay, good. Okay, so this thing's pulling now. Pulling on this thing hard. How much wood we got? It's looking real good. I'm just going to cut this thing off, and it's going to rip this wood right off the stump.
Oh yeah.
We don't need to cut any more. We got about 4 inches of holding wood right there. I could go in for a little nibble, which I may, or I may just cut this thing up and come running over here and hang out on this stump. It'll pull us like nothing. So this tree's cut up good enough. It's got a whole bunch of holding wood sitting there. Look at the lean on it. It's leaning right on that house hard. And we're going to use this one to pull it. Here we go. Take one more look. We got about 8 or 10 inches of wood. What's that? Here we go. What'd you think, Frank? Is that alright for you? That worked out just dandy. Look at that. Hold it right off the stump. Look at that, big chunk of holding wood. I wasn't cutting any more on that. Not with a lean like to the house like that, no bloody way. All swollen up, bit of root rot in there and everything, look. Bit of, you know, you just don't know. With the heart way over to the side like that, your stump contorts in a different way, a way different way. So with a great big humongous tree like that one, right? I left those big pieces of holding wood because I wanted the tree to stay on course. And I went back and sat on that back tree, and as that big one pulled it, I just nibbled a little way at the back one a little bit. So it drifted higher, actually, is what I wanted, because we had tons of length. Look, we're right on the fire pit, ready to go. I'll go feed it. Talk to you later.